minute. Who are you?
I like to relax. You like to relax. Hang on to the end of this video and I'm going to give you 3 obscure ASMR performers that will give you tingles all the heck. And if you don't know them, by God, they are going to become your favorites very, very soon. Let's get to it.
It's time for mansplaining with Mr. Chaos.
Whee! God, this is terrible.
Whoa. Woo. Oh boy. How are you, everybody? Master Chaos here, back with you once again for a very fun and hopefully relaxing video. The whiskey of the day is Angel's Envy from Kentucky. Lovely, very woody. Not too woody, but woody-ish. But enough about this. We're here to relax. So I'm going to tone down myself a little bit. I know I'm not necessarily the most boisterous individual, but I will do my best to talk a little bit more relaxed. As you see, recently I started my own ASMR channel, and it's easy to find. It's Master Chaos ASMR. It doesn't take much mental energy to put that together. The link is in the description below if you want to go check it out. I hope you do, and I hope I can give you tingles all to heck, just like the 3 performers I'm going to mention today have done for me. So these are the top 3 ASMR artists with not much of a following, but they do indeed deserve it. Our first at-bat is the lovely Angela Bright. She's an older lady who I believe is somewhere in Southern California, and she does a variety of videos, mostly talking about her trash. I know that sounds kind of silly, but that's one of her most lauded episodes, in my opinion. She also does a lot of grocery ads, where she'll whisper what she's going to buy when she goes grocery shopping. She doesn't do many role plays. I believe she has maybe 2 or 3, maybe 5 at most. But she's got a ton of content, a ton of videos. She posts almost every day, and she really only has 9.7 subscribers, and that's criminally low. Here's a sample of her usual gum chewing video.
Hey you guys, let's do the story time, and look what I just got in from Amazon. So, it's time for juicy gum chewing. Also, and the cool part about these little rainbow bubble gum balls, the orange tastes like orange, the yellow tastes like lemon, red tastes like cherry, and the purple like grape.
You know, there's something about the way Angela Bright chews that just sends me, to be honest. There's no other way to describe it. There's a couple of weird quirks that Angela has that I specifically love, that work for me when it comes to tingles. And one of the main ones, and one that's probably her most commented, is that she doesn't say the word sandwich. She says it sandwich. Now, if that instantly raises your hackles, then her ASMR might work for you. Here's a sample of her using her sandwich technique, as I like to call it.
Hey you guys, let's have fun tonight with a fun childhood memory from the 60s and the 70s. My whole life while I lived at home and was going to school, the only bread we ever had was Wonder Bread, and the only other bread I ever remember in our house was French bread on a special occasion. If we were having company or possibly a spaghetti supper. This is such a wonderful childhood. So anyway, let's see. I'm gonna make a tuna sandwich. I'm gonna make a cheese sandwich. I'm gonna make a bologna sandwich. And the good thing I'm doing my sandwiches tonight because it's almost over. Anyways, yes, I call them a sandwich. And I grew up that way because my grandma on my mom's side called them sandwiches. And it's just easier to say sandwich than sandwich. So anyways.
See what I mean? It was a little at first, but honestly, it does wonders for my tingles. I honestly can't explain it. Do like the fact that she explained why she prefers sandwich, and that she could say sandwich if she wanted to, but she prefers the completely incorrect and ridiculous sounding sandwich. But you know what? We do it for the tingles, right? And it works for me. So I'm not going to falter on that. Most recently, in terms of role plays, Angela has been doing this thing where she calls her friend Loretta on the phone, and she has a discussion with Loretta. Of course, we don't hear Loretta, and odds are there is no Loretta at the end of that phone, and it's just her talking to herself, but in a way, talking to us, but also delivering some pretty powerful tingles. So let me share with you a clip of her having a discussion with Loretta.
Loretta. Bubblegum. I don't know, I think it's just a nervous condition. I have more fun when I'm chewing bubblegum. Okay, now I'm getting ready for my shopping list. Coffee. I don't know. There's something about the sugar in the bubble gum and the coffee I like. Remember you told me to call you when I do my list. Okay, get your stuff together and I'll call you right back in a bit. Or you can call me. Okay, bye.
And there you have it, the pretty amazing Angela Bright. She's got a great whisper, right? I mean, you can't deny that she's got a heck of a whisper. She was made for ASMR, I believe, and at under 10,000 subscribers, and she's been doing it for, I believe, 4 years, 3 or 4 years now. That is criminal, and she is criminally underrated. And I urge you to go out and watch some of her videos and subscribe and tell her that Master Chaos sent you. This is another unique individual that I really love, and he's got just slightly under 12,000 subscribers, and I think he's been doing it for just as long as Angela, I believe, about 3 or 4 years, maybe slightly longer. I'm not sure. But Dalton ASMR is a very unique channel. Let me give you a taste of my favorite video before I delve deep into what Dalton ASMR really is. This is his Black Friday haul video, which I have listened to countless times. It is quite wonderful. There's just something about the way he speaks and the way he lisps. Well, you'll see. Here it is.
Okay guys, next item. It's a Minecraft cart Hot Wheels car. And you know, but that one's got like a creeper on it. so you can set maybe like a creeper down in it. And maybe that's water, the creeper on the front. You know, so you can shove it down in there. And you could roll him on by.
That was pretty good, right? It was very interesting, sort of seeing this rednecky kind of guy. No offense to my fellow rednecks out there. I love you very much. Just an example of a sort of a stereotypical country boy doing an ASMR channel. Very different. It's something I've never seen before, honestly. There may be others out there that are even more obscure. But Dalton caught my eye, and I've been a loyal listener for a while now. Now, there was a reveal that happened, and I want to say maybe a year ago. I'm not sure. It really doesn't really matter when this video comes out because time is relative on YouTube. But Dalton came out and made a confession that completely rewrote, reconfigured how we all saw Dalton ASMR. Here's the reveal video.
Hey guys, how's it going? It's Dalton. And I'm sure you now know that Dalton is a character. Dalton's not my real name. It's Charlie.
So here he comes out saying that Dalton ASMR was just a character. He wasn't himself like me. I'm completely myself. He is a character, which I find quite moving and quite enchanting, really. And a lot of the audience were sort of taken aback because we thought Dalton was this real country boy who that was how he spoke, and he mispronounced words, and he talked sort of in this backward kind of lingo because that's who he was. But the fact that it was all an act blew almost all of Dalton's fans away, and the best part is I don't think he lost any fans after that. I think people were even more impressed with Charlie's range. There continue to be videos that push the envelope on his channel in very unique and creative ways. He still does Dalton, but he also does more role plays now as not Dalton. This is his most recent video. I believe this is where he plays Merlin, of all things, and here's a clip of that.
Right, so you've arrived a tad early. And I haven't quite finished my snack. You see, I like to have a light snack after lunch. Unfortunately, there are no spells to tide the everlasting hunger that pains our stomachs. So until then, a man can dream. Anyhow, you're here to take part in a very beautiful thing. You're here to learn about the College of Magic. So I have been here a number of years. You may call me one of the scholars of magic. I myself don't like to employ the use of magic unless I see it absolutely fit for the situation.
Pretty amazing stuff to see him go from this little dopey country boy kind of guy to a guy who sort of embraced the creative side and is doing all these wonderful little role plays. I'm pretty impressed with Dalton, and he is again criminally underrated at under 12,000 subscribers. I think he needs way more of an audience. He does get plenty of views, but for some reason people don't want to stick around, sadly. But I urge you, if you haven't seen Dalton ASMR, go check him out. Again, links for Angela and Dalton are in the description below. Number 3, last but not least, he is technically not as obscure as the first two. He does mostly role plays, which I really enjoy. That's really the kind of ASMR content I look for. I prefer the role play type things. He does have a couple of rambles, and I'll give you a sample of that in a minute. But first, let me give you the sample of one of his role plays, which I really enjoy, and it's a Christmas shopping at a video game store.
Hey, how you doing? You've been here before, haven't you? Yeah, it was a couple of months ago. Excellent, it's good to see you again. How have you been? Good, awesome to see you again. What brings you back here? You're looking for some Christmas gifts? Yeah, that's no problem. As well, you've been away. We've managed to stock them on loads of awesome new titles, maybe into and what games you might like to play over Christmas. Yeah, no problem. Okay, so I'll start from the top of the pile. We'll just discuss the game and like what the game's about, and then we can sort of come to a decision whether or not that'll be something for your brother. And I've got to say, this is the great sort of present to get your brother for Christmas. I love getting gaming stuff for Christmas, so I hope your brother will enjoy whatever you get him.
He's got a great presence, which I really like. He's very professional on camera. He feels very comfortable. He doesn't seem awkward or anything, and he feels very natural too when he speaks, which I appreciate. And he's also got a fantastic whisper. I'm usually not a big fan of male ASMR artists. I prefer females, but Dalton and the ASMR Gamer, I'm a big fan of. They're very, very good. I also do like a couple of other male ASMR artists. We may get into them down the road in another video, maybe a top 3 or top 5, less obscure. But I wanted to give these guys a shout out because they've done a lot for me in terms of relaxing me. Now, ASMR Gamer does do a couple of different videos. He's got one called Ramble with a Beer where he just sort of talks to the camera, similar to this, and he has an alcoholic beverage, similar to this. However, he is whispering and sort of talking about his life and his day-to-day activities. Here's a sample of a ramble with a beer.
Hey guys, this is the ASMR Gamer, and welcome to what is the 6th ramble with a beer. Nearly called it beer with a ramble. Yeah, it is a series where I try a variety. Well, each video I try a different ale or beer and ramble about what's going on. It's kind of like an update with a drink. And if you guys want to sit back and relax with your own beverage of your choice, that is completely up to you. Maybe it'll be a hot drink to help you get to bed. Maybe hot chocolate, a cup of tea, or a Horlicks. If you don't know what that is, it's kind of like a malt based. I don't know why I'm describing Horlicks, look it up. So this is a series that you guys seem to really enjoy, and I really enjoy filming, so that's awesome. So I think the first thing we have to do is, look at the drink that we'll be trying this evening. I'm quite excited about this one. It's called Tribute, and it is a Cornish Pale Ale, meaning it it's brewed in Cornwall, and it's an independent family brewers. And what I really like, well, first of all, it's from the St. Austell Brewery. I love the colour. I love the dark purple, the golden edges, golden calligraphy. I mean, it's a really nice design.
I want to touch back on his roleplays because I believe his roleplays are very, very creative. He's got everything from not just video game stores, but doctor's offices and things like that other ASMR artists do. But he has some other creative roleplay scenarios that I've never seen anywhere else, like this Pokemon travel agent, which I think honestly should have broken the internet because it's damn near amazing. Here's a sample.
Okay, so let's have a look at some of the places where we can take you. So we try to provide a bit of variety. So the first main place we can check out is Kanto. The Kanto region is pretty famous. It is home to Team Rocket, now disbanded. And it's actually one of the most famous areas and for outdoors. A lot of people like to go in and soak up the environment, and you may not know it's actually the home of Sylph and the birthplace of Mewtwo. Mewtwo being obviously one of the most famous Pokemon around. It's definitely something you would want to look into, and it's definitely a great way to start the tour, great launch pad into the areas. And we can actually, I believe, our tour operator has a deal where you can actually meet Mewtwo, so you can have an audience. There is obviously this time of year is beautiful. Okay, so following that, we could head to the region of Johto, and it's the last known place that Red visited. Obviously, we all know who Red is. Atop of Mount Silver. It's actually got quite a lot of cool places to go and see. You can meet Kurt, who creates the Apricorn Pokeball. There's the original radio tower, the lighthouse, and the region is actually known for the first recorded steel and dark type Pokemon. So obviously, it's rich, it's steeped in heritage.
There you have it, the ASMR Gamer. Please go check him out. Again, criminally underrated at under 100,000 subscribers. He should be in the millions. He's fantastic. He doesn't post as much as some of the other ones. Maybe I think recently, or maybe relatively to this video, he started college, and so that sort of threw off his schedule. But he's got a huge backlog of amazing videos, and they're quite entertaining and quite relaxing. I recommend them to you as well. That's how a real man drinks. Before I sign off here, it would behoove me to, of course, give you guys a glimpse at my own ASMR channel, which is surprisingly doing very well. The ASMR community is amazing, fantastic, and is full of beautiful, lovely people who just enjoy relaxing. Here's a sample of one of my videos. I hope you'll enjoy.
Okay, I'm gonna suggest these two games right here. Let me get this. Okay, see that? Tomb Raider. Do you remember Tomb Raider from back in the day? Oh yeah, well, you know, back in the day, she was a little sexed up. You know, they made it a little busty or whatever. Nowadays, Square Enix has gone and really turned her into a full-on Indiana Jones, you know, badass. She's kicking ass and taking names. This is a remake. Essentially, this is the origin story of Lara Croft. This is the sequel, Rise of the Tomb Raider. And there's Shadow of the Tomb Raider. That's part 3. I do have that on the shelf somewhere if you want to get all 3 of them. But Tomb Raider's a blast, and this is an older game. This is used. So I got this for $7. This one is, I believe, this is used as well, but it's $15. So, you can get both, and I can give you a discount if you bought both games, or you can just buy the first one and see if they like it, and then come back to the other one. What do you think?
As you can see, the presence tones down a bit, and I'm allowed to sort of relax and talk at a different level, and provide you guys with hopefully some relaxation. So, I am also technically criminally underrated at a very low subscriber count currently. I forget the number, but let's just say it's under 100. But it's been growing quite fast, and I already have some very lovely people watching me and commenting and wanting more of my content, and that's amazing, and that really makes my day, because it's not always easy to do this. And, well, I guess it is easy to just look into a camera and drink lovely whiskeys. That's really not the hard part. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Anywho, I hope you enjoyed this trip down ASMR lane, looking at some obscure ASMR artists. I hope you track them down, and I hope you find a new favorite. They deserve your attention, and they deserve all the best. They're wonderful people, and I've had the pleasure of being tingled by them. I know that may not sound right, but you know what I mean. Anyway, my friend, I hope this video finds you well. Remember, you are better today than you were yesterday, and tomorrow you're going to be great. I'm proud of you. Thank you for watching. I'm a fan of yours. Be a fan of mine. And if this video has helped you, well, by all means, please drop me a thumbs and a sub, and maybe share it. Share it with another ASMR fan out there that you know that may not know them and may need some extra relaxing. I would appreciate it. Hey, I appreciate your time. Thank you for watching. I know there's plenty of content out there. You've made my day because you watched it. Not because anyone else, but you. Specifically you. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Master Chaos appreciates it. Master Chaos, out.
I just wanted to say thanks. I'm glad you came along, partner.